SR93 Boxing. I'm back with a quick video. Keith Thurman said for March 4 he's facing Danny Garcia, and he said something like, "Oh, these are two punches coming in. I definitely don't see it going to 12 rounds." I'm paraphrasing, by the way. So and he also said, "I feel like I'm the better competition." Blah blah blah. It's a good mindset from Keith Thurman in the sense that he believes he's the better fighter. You have to believe you're better than the opponent, or else you might as well just sort of retire, because you're not going to go too far. But see, where I get screwed is that I feel like the way he's describing Danny Garcia, the way he's describing himself is good. He has confidence in his abilities. But the way he's describing Danny Garcia, it's like, I feel like he's underestimating him. He described Danny Garcia, even in previously, like, as someone who's slow, flat-footed, and only has a punch and a bit of timing. His judgment is so fucking off, honestly. He'll be in a surprise. If he thinks that he's going to go in the ring, he'll be in a real surprise. Danny Garcia is more than that. And the way I see it, Keith Thurman is saying he's not going past 12 rounds. He's basically saying he's going to knock Danny Garcia out. But the thing is, Keith Thurman has been closer to getting knocked out than Danny Garcia ever was. And Danny Garcia is actually for bigger punches. Keith Thurman has never faced a puncher. For anyone who wants to argue that, oh, Sean Porter's a puncher, check out my previous video. So, yeah. I think Keith Thurman's judgment is way off. And he's going to realize he just bought into people's hype. When people been hyping this one-time guy. Keith Thurman's never one-timed anyone of recent. Luis Collazo is not a legit knockout in my opinion. I don't care what it says on the paper. Collazo was never wobbled. He was never really bothered that much. Yeah, I mean, the cut bothered him and whatnot, but Collazo was never hurt that badly. He was hurt a bit in the 7th, 8th round, I guess. Like in the later rounds of the fight. Whenever the later rounds was, whenever it was stopped. But Keith Thurman, Keith Thurman, man, I feel bad for him, man, because you know what's gonna happen. I think he's gonna take a loss, and he's still a good fighter. Keith Thurman's a really good fighter in my opinion. And you know, when I criticize him, I want his fans to kind of get pissed off a bit with my criticism, not necessarily him, because I like him as a fighter. He's willing to fight everyone. He's one of the few fighters that doesn't hold. I get the clinching part of boxing. I understand it, but from a fan's perspective, it's not the most pleasing thing to see in the ring. Like you want to see some action and you want to see some move. Even if you like boxing, you don't like holding, do you? You don't like watching holding. But you know, Keith Thurman doesn't like to hold, which I enjoy as a fan. But see, what's going to happen is he's going to take a loss and he's going to be labeled as a serious hype job, which hype jobs can be good. Manny Pacquiao was a hype job and he's really, really good. Hype job means you're kind of, you're hyped. You're really, really hyped. Basically, like, you can be hyped a bit more than how good you actually are. But either way, that doesn't mean you're a bad fighter. You can be a really good fighter and still be a hype job. Keith Thurman, and people are going to realize that he's a bit overrated. And they're going to hop off his dick and they're going to shit on him. And Keith Thurman will realize that, oh shit, I took chances and I look a bit bad. I look bad. He takes a loss, let's say. What's he going to do, you think? Is he going to give a fuck about the fans anymore? No, because the fans don't give a fuck about him. Look at Amir Khan. He took a loss. Even his best friend left him. Fighters go through this shit, which I feel bad for, because this is the reason why, like, when the fans do this, they just hop off the dick. Do you think the fighters are going to give a fuck about the fans anymore? Fuck no. No, he's not. So, I mean, if I was in the position, fuck the fans. I'll just do whatever the fuck I want to do. Simple as that. Simple. So, you know, I hope Keith Thurman takes it well. You know, whoever loses, I hope they take it well, because the fans are like fucking full of shit, man. I'm just saying, if you're a fan watching this, whoever loses, I mean, I'm saying Garcia will win, but boxing, anything can happen, right? You have no guarantee. One punch can change the fight. And you never know. I mean, Keith Thurman might just come out winning boxing and whatever, but I think Garcia will pull it off. Whoever loses, don't discredit him like that. Don't call him a fucking hype job and this and that. Don't call him a fucking... Don't start shitting on him. Don't start riding another dick. Be unbiased. Enjoy boxing. And respect fighters that take chances. Right? Because see, here's the thing. This is the thing about fans. The fans are like this. They're willing to critique everything. every single thing they're willing to critique. They're willing to critique what the hell. I mean, every fighter did. Danny Garcia didn't have a best performance against Lucas Matisse. Sorry, against Lamont Peterson, right? And people are shitting on him for that fight, this and that, cherry pick, blah blah blah. Do you not understand that a person can have an off day, can have a bad day? You don't understand that. I don't get it. Like, the only reason you might not understand it is if you have done nothing in your life, if you have achieved if you never set any goal in your life and you never try to achieve that goal, right? That's the type of person you probably are. When you're trying to achieve some sort of goal, like all these boxes are, you realize that there's a sometimes if you're putting many days into this work, like let's say 4 months, maybe you're trying to get in shape, right? Let's say you're going to the gym, get in shape, and you're consistent. Some days you're gonna have a bad day, some days you're gonna have a good day. That's just life. That's how it works. You may have an off day, you may have an off night. So I don't know if you realize that, like, you probably try to achieve nothing in your life. That's probably who you are. So whoever loses, don't discredit him so much, because they're not gonna give a fuck about the fans, and they'll just do whatever the fuck they want, cherry pick whoever the fuck they want, and at the end of the day, it's us that's gonna suffer in a way, because we won't be seeing the fights that we want to see. So that's really all I have to say. Don't get butthurt. Just think about what I'm saying. Be realistic. Be thoughtful with it. Okay? Maybe I have a good. Maybe I'm right in something. Maybe. So that's all I have to say, man. I'm Stan93 Boxing. I'm out.